I was watching my BFF 730. I will put the link in the description box for you. I was thinking it's very glad that I'm probably never going to meet this gentleman in person because we would end up in a big debate because we have very different of opinion on things. First of all, in his one video, he's talking about the Buffy Spike relationship and poetry and stuff like that. First of all, you don't have to have a higher education or even finished high school. If you dropped out of high school, you can be a poet. Poetry comes from the heart. All right, you don't need to actually be someone special to actually state it or state how you feel. And that I'm just going to leave it like that because any a 5-year old can be a poet. I'm sorry, sweetie. You need to get over it. You want to be a poet, go be a poet. But for this, he speaks about the relationship between Buffy and Spike and how Buffy is pure love. You know, I'm a big fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm telling you right now, Buffy is not pure love. She knows right from wrong and she follows that. She believes that if the innocent do something wrong, innocent being non demons, they deserve to go to jail. They should go to jail, but not killed. So when, that incident occurred where that girl was killed, she wanted to send the trio to jail. She wasn't out for murder for, tricking her into believing she's the one that killed the girl and everything else. And when Tara was murdered and she was shot, um, even if Dawn had gotten shot or killed, she knows right from wrong. But even people that know right from wrong can do terrible things. Buffy has this ignorance and racism towards demons. I don't know if it's because of what happened with Angel. I'm not quite sure on that. It kind of looks like that it might stem from the what occurred with Angel, her history with Angel, but she definitely seems to have this ignorance and racism that she shows towards Spike and other various demons that are actually not evil, and it's actually proven in the Buffyverse, in the Angelverse, that there are demons that are good, that are, just trying to live day by day, just like innocents, non-demons are, if you put it that way. And I think one of the reasons being is that, in the one episode, Angel should have actually opened his mouth and he should have said something. It was the one episode where, Buffy says that a vampire's personality has nothing to do with what they were as human, who they were, and Angel was about to say that's not true, but does not say it for some reason. And it is absolutely true. I kind of think of it as sort of like, brainwashing or something like that, if you put that way. When a vampire enters after the soul leaves the body, it absorbs all the memories from the very first memory in infancy that individual had, if you get what I'm saying. So, in all intents and purposes, they have all the memories, all the broken hearts, all the experiences that this individual has ever had as if they had done it themselves. In all technical purposes, Buffy is right. They are not the soul. They originally inhabited the body, but they are the individual, if you get what I'm saying, because Basically, that demon does not have a background or memories or who they are. They absorb everything that was that person down to remembering as an infant the parent holding, feeding, getting a scraped knee bandaged, all the loving things that Spike's mother obviously did for him, that he loved her to the point where he wanted to make her better by turning her into a vampire. But to get into the Buffy Spike relationship, he obviously was not watching the relationship I was watching because Buffy was the abuser in that relationship. I've seen in some of the interviews that James Marster actually states that Spike was a bad boyfriend, would not believe that Spike would be good for Buffy. But actually, Buffy, even before Spike realized he was in love with Buffy, Buffy was abusing Spike. She was taking her hatred and ignorance and racism against demons out on Spike. Spike was her primary target of taking out. Now, I can understand how angry Buffy was. Spike tried to kill her. He's the reason why Kendra died, the other Slayer, because he brought Drew to Sunnydale to get her better. When he was trying to kill her, when she was trying to save Angel. After he got the chip in his head and was harmless, there was no reason for Buffy to ever lay a hand on him. But Buffy treats him like shit. She beats him up at any chance that she has a chance to get, if you get what I'm saying. The only time that I've actually seen her in the series legitimately slap him for actually something he actually did and deserved it was the episode where he makes that comment about Riley, is he gonna die? Now, I probably would have smacked him too for that. He was out of line, but all the other times there was no reason, no provocation, because Spike can't kill anyone, can't kill her. He can't do anything to harm a soul, so there's really no point in Buffy laying a finger on him. He's not doing anything, if you get what I'm saying. But this is what I wrote in my comments. Oh my God, what relationship were you watching? First of all, Spike proved that demons, even without a soul, did feel emotion just as deep and are capable of being good. We never got the chance to see if Spike totally had changed because the chip still worked on other individuals but Buffy. He did not try to kill Buffy, even though in the one episode scene read he did try to rape her. But there are men with souls in prison and the Buffyverse for rape, murder, and everything that vampires do. Secondly, Buffy is not pure love. Buffy treated Spike like a piece of shit. Buffy bullied Spike, used him. Somebody made of pure love would not do that to another individual. James Monster goes on how Spike was a bad boyfriend. Buffy was an abuser during the relationship, verbally abuser. Spike was not killing people. Spike was not trying to kill her. There was no need for her to lay a hand on him or say the things she did to him. And you can tell it took a toll on his self-esteem and his self-worth because he mentions it in the episode where he sleeps with Anya, to Anya. You can tell it did affect him in a negative manner as if he did have a soul. Spike, when he found out his chip did not work on Buffy, Buffy hit him first. That is actually how Spike, if anyone has not watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that's how Buffy found out his chip had stopped working on Buffy. Buffy actually hollowed and hit him for no reason. So he actually got pissed off and hit her back, self-defense. And that's actually, in the real world,
An evil,
considered self-defense. Somebody
disgusting
hits you, you have a right to hit them back. And that's how he found out his chip did not work on her. He chose to use various. Okay, where was I? When he found out she didn't have to work, Buffy hit him first. Buffy, the character in the Buffyverse, is a very beautiful woman. Could have had any man she wanted, but she chose to use Spike for sex, knowing that Spike loved her, wanted a relationship with her, wanted to be part of her life, and she was in the wrong the whole time. She was. Buffy could have had anybody. She could have went to the Bronze, picked somebody up, had casual sex, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She did not need to go to Spike. She could have even, went to a demon bar and had some casual sex with a demon, for God's sakes, and nobody would have knew about it. She was in the wrong. All right, that she used Spike on top of treating him like shit. All right, she is not pure love. Someone made out of pure love would not do something like that. That's what I said. In the one episode where she thinks Spike is killing again when he gets back with his soul, the first words out of her mouth, did you turn him? Did you make him one of your kind? If you get what I'm saying. She has shown racism towards Spike as a vampire more than once through the seasons. This about Spike's life. Then he goes on to mention, you know, how Spike was and everything else. Spike William in life was totally different. If you don't know or follow the character, William actually changed everything about himself because he was an upper class gentleman that was raised in a totally different manner than the manner. He even changed his accent. In one of the episodes, Angelus actually remarks on him and asks him, when did he start talking like that? Because he changed his English accent to an upper class accent, to a lower class accent, and started acting like he was from the lower classes. Because he was raised to be a proper English gentleman in an upper class household. And the men that ripped on him and the individuals that called him William the Bloody for his bad poetry were actually other upper class individuals in the society circles that he ran in life. And Buffy, not stopping to actually look up what it actually meant or ask him, thinks that Spike was actually a mass murderer in life. And if she truly believes that, and never bothered to find the truth out, why does she throw it in his face that he does not have a soul? That he can't be any good without his soul when she thinks that he was a mass murderer in life because of a nickname. Spike got ripped on in life for who he genuinely was. He got called William the Bloody because of his bloody, awful poetry that he didn't even set Buffy straight on. Well, even had the nickname in life, she thinks that he was a mass murderer in life, for God's sakes. The reason why he changed his name is because Angelus. Spike changed everything about him because of Angelus. He was against rebelling against society that he grew up in. He was raised to be William, was a noble gentleman in the middle to middle upper class England. In one episode, Angelus is asked him, when did he start talking that way? He literally changed who he was down to his accent. He totally goes against everything he was raised to be. In one episode, when he tries showing, after he gets his soul, who he truly is, his true nature, Buffy actually downgrades him and tells him that she needs him to be the man he was the day he first tried to kill her. And that one of the reasons in Chosen, Spike told her, no, she does not, but did thank her for saying it. Finally realizing that Buffy did not love him, she would never have treated him in the manner she did if she truly loved him. She would have accepted him for who he totally was, who he was trying to show someone he really is. A little payback, too. I fully believe that at the end of Chosen, when Buffy says, I love you, and he says, no, you don't, but thank you, He's getting payback for all the times Buffy told him that he didn't love her. But instead of saying, thank you, I appreciate you saying it like he did, she throws it in his face that he does not have a soul, telling him he's nothing but a soulless creature, that he's nothing but dirt beneath her feet. If you've never seen the series, that's the way she treats him. She totally downgrades him at every turn, saying fully realizing, okay, loved him, she would have accepted him for two, and that to relate a little payback. He told her back saying it, telling Buffy, thank you for saying it. I do not believe Total loved me and said she chose to call him a bunch of nasty stuff, bullying him, pushing him down, telling him that he's nothing to her. And that's what she did. All right, no, I am a full believer. I have actually been raped myself. I don't believe that it's ever the woman's fault for being raped. But if you follow the series, Spike, in season 6, when they're having this relationship, every time Spike tries to initiate sex, Buffy says no. That's totally Spike's fault because Spike should have, backed off and known no was
Not
no.
exactly what I had in mind.
You know what I'm saying? But,
No,
Buffy
no,
does not stop him and they actually, engage in intercourse.
no, no. I have to.
Stay. I'm stuck here. Sun's out. I knew the only thing better than killing.
And seeing Red in the episode where where they call Spike did, try to rape Buffy, Buffy said no then and told him no, but Buffy told him no and did the exact same thing, the exact same actions in every single episode and almost every single sex situation where they were intimate. The only difference is, and in seeing Red, Buffy actually stops him. The Buffy should have actually stopped him, and the very first time he did that, it made it clear. When I say no, I mean it. And they actually improvise that with young women and women in general. When you say no, you have to mean it, and you have to show that you mean it the first time, or it comes meaningless the next time you say it. And that season was a great example of that. I just wanted to add that in there for any young ladies or ladies out there that might be, listening or watching this vlog or whatever you want to call it.
I don't.
When you say
Why do
no,
you keep lying to yourself?
you need to follow
How
through
many times?
the first time.
I have feelings for you. I do. But it's not love. I could never trust you enough for it to be love.
Trust is for old marrieds, Buffy. Great love is wild and passionate and dangerous. It burns and consumes.
Until there's nothing left. Love like that doesn't last.
I know you feel like I do. You don't have to hide it anymore.
Spike, please stop this.
Let yourself feel it.
No.
You love me.
Oh, no, stop it. Please.
You'll feel it again, Buffy.
Please don't.
I'm gonna make you feel it.
Stop! Ask me again why I could never love you.
Buffy, my God, I didn't.
Because I stopped you.